Okay, in this video we're going to be looking at how you can create a multicam sequence in Premiere. You start off by importing the clips that you want to use, and obviously you need to have planned the sequence, so you need to have actually recorded a sequence on at least, well, 2 different cameras, but we've actually got a sequence with 4 cameras. So make sure that everything is labelled correctly so that you've got the sequence. Then we need to create a new folder or bin, and I'm just going to name this Multicam Slate 2 because we've actually got different takes. And then what you need to do is pop all of the files into that folder. You then highlight, select the folder, and you want to right click, and where it says create multicam source sequence, you need to click on that. It will then open up this dialog box, which allows you to pick where you want to actually synchronize. So if you've got particular endpoints and you've already set that up, you could do it within endpoints. You could do it with a time code if you had used a time code. We're going to actually synchronize with the audio. So we've got one of the clips which has recorded good quality audio, and we're going to sync everything to that. So we click on audio and then we click on OK, and basically what happens then is you're processing all of your clips. It's a good idea when you're doing this not to have clips that are too long, otherwise this whole process takes quite a long time. So, several minutes, you can obviously have takes, but it's easier if you've got hour-long takes to break them down into smaller segments so they're more manageable. What you'll see is that it's now created its own sequence, Slate 2 camera. So that's the symbol for the sequence. So you simply drag and drop that onto your timeline. When you play it, first of all, you won't notice that there's anything different. It doesn't really show you anything of your 4 cameras. So what you need to do is go into your control panel in your program view, and basically if you haven't got this little symbol here, which is the multicam view, you need to click on the plus sign to go and select it from your button editor. So it's basically the one with a screen and 4 little screens beside it. I've already got it, so I don't need to select it. But then if you've got that, you then click on it. And what that will do is now show you, let me just move it a little bit along. Okay, so there's a good shot. So it's showing you the different cameras that you've got. So camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, and camera 4, and then it's showing you the one that you've actually selected, so the one with the yellow line around it. So if you actually play this material, so if we start at the beginning, we did use a clapper to start off the sequence. We can start off with our interviewer. It looks like she's already started speaking, so I'm going to take it slightly further back. Okay, start there. So what you can do is actually edit it in real time. So it's basically a vision mixer that you've created here, and whatever you click on, you can actually edit that as we speak. So if I start playing this...
Welcome to Taylor Talk.
Yeah. Okay, sound recording. Yes, yes. So everybody see the sync, and away we go.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Freya Taylor Show. We are going to be welcoming on our one guest today, Michaela. Please, come on. Hi, lovely to meet you. So, recently I've been following some celebrities on Twitter and on TV and news, and I realised that a lot of them are very influential. I just want to ask you, do you know any celebrities that are very influential to you?
Well, I'm going to pick a YouTuber and say David Dobrik.
Okay, it's a bold choice.
He started from Vine, then...
Okay, so I've selected that, and you can see on the timeline, if I just open that up for you, that you can see all the little cuts. So when I actually play this back and turn off my multicam editor, it will actually play back what we've got there. So we'll take it to just about the beginning of the interview, so just from there. And away we go.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Freya Taylor Show. We are going to be welcoming on our one guest today, Michaela. Please, come on. Hello, lovely to meet
Hello.
you. So, recently I've been following some celebrities on Twitter and on TV and news, and I realised that a lot of them are very influential. I just wanted to ask you, do you know any celebrities that are very influential to you?
Well, I'm going to pick a YouTuber and say David Dobrik.
Okay.
Right, so you can see there that it cuts. You've got all the cuts that I selected. If you do want to go back and change one, we don't necessarily want to see all of that, so you might want to cut off the whole of that initial portion. So obviously you can do that and edit all of that yourself in the same way that you would any other edit. But some of the cuts, so I think when I cut to the wide shot, perhaps it was a bit jumpy. So if you want to actually adjust one of your cuts, you can actually take the ripple edit tool and you can just adjust that and move that along, so you can have a cut happening at a slightly different time. So it's just a different way of editing. It may not be right for your program, for your film, but if you have used a multicam, it's a really good way of being able to see what you've got and also get the flow of the edit, which you can't really do if you're cutting individual cameras. And it does make it a lot easier when you're cutting to a single continuous audio track. Okay, so that's using a multi-camera sequence.